Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle. I do the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Thank you for your donation, Erica, Sarah, Stephanie, and B52. What is going on, Bartman? I got Effie. Everybody's up in the house. Thank you for your donations. I really appreciate that. Let's start today with SP. SP wants to know about Craig. SP says, yo, we got a Craig, and let's see, how's Craig feeling about me today? How is he viewing me? And it has returned. The Tasty Tarot is back. So we do have a fresh gazillion copies of the Tasty Tarot. So we are going to use that to go ahead and reintroduce the Tasty Tarot into the cycle so we can use the Tasty Tarot once more for our readings. Let's see what's going on over here. All right, I'll take a look at Craig and see how Craig is doing and let's see what's going on. Whoa, Jocelyn, I thank for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you as well. All right, on the PayPal side, ooh, look at this Tasty Tarot. If you don't have this, you can pick it up right now. You can pick it up right now on the Etsy site. All right, so we have plenty in stock right now. So yeah, we got another donation from Jocelyn. Jocelyn, thank you very much. That was a hefty donation there. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. You let me know what your questions are. Anyway, let's see about Craig. You got a little bit of a Five of Swords with a sushi. It feels like they've been sort of double dipping into this emotional kind of thing where they expect something, but they're not exactly doing what needs to be done to get the results that they need over here. And I think there's a level of frustration that kind of comes through with that particular instance. The Knight of Cups is a romantic card. It is sort of pushing through, trying to get things done, trying to get things moving on there. And that's something that they're sort of trying to make up slack with. They're trying to be a little bit better with and making things happen as far as that goes. Overall, I think Craig wants that Ten of Cups. Craig is working towards that Ten of Cups as it goes through, but I think the feeling is more of a frustration of not getting what we want. We're not having some of the effort sort of expended the way that we need it, and it just feels like that we need to do more here, and I think they're willing to do more. They're pushing forward to do a little bit more, but you got a couple of challenge cards on the side, sort of sandwiched by these five. They feel like they haven't done what's needed to be done here. They feel like things are collapsing a little bit. They're not having as much sort of effort put in here as they really kind of need to have, and overall it feels like they just need to pick up some slack and get with the program. They're working on it, they're trying it, but you definitely are going to see a little bit of confusing messages from this individual soon as far as trying to get through there. Tarot with Sunshiny Day, what's going on? Been a minute. Maruta, welcome, crafty lady. Maruta, fill out your survey. You go in there and Kickstarter and fill out your survey so I know where to send your stuff to. You have not filled out your survey, so I don't know where to send all this stuff to. So yeah, crafty lady, I need your info as well, unless I already sent your stuff. Sorry, crafty lady, it's been a very busy weekend trying to get everything fixed up. So crafty lady, if you haven't already told me, I need to understand anything that you've won lately that I need to include in your package and all this other stuff. So there we go. Jocelyn, his happy Catter Day indeed. I got your questions in the queue. Right now, let's do Erica, the Empress over there. We got OA coming in on the PayPal side as well. We got Be Random with me. I'm random with you. Be Random with me. Your stuff's at the post office. You should get it pretty soon. You should get it pretty soon. Anyway, all right, what's coming into me in my immediate future? Let's take a look with a little bit of a Push Kitty deck over here. I do love the Push Kitty decks. We also want the little wizards for the B52 thing going on as well. So let's get it done tonight. All right, headache. It's coming into me immediate future. Immediate future? I think you have a sort of a loss of something, like you're you're not able to hang on to a lot of things you've been trying to hang on to. And I think that's okay. I mean, it's not great. I'm not saying, hey, we definitely don't need to release everything. There's not a lot to be sort of looped out and, kind of going forward here. But it just feels like that you have to release some things that you have been holding on to. Maybe they are still doing you good, but everything can't be held on to as well. Sunshiny Day, thank you for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see about immediate future. The lovers, it does feel like a love connection could be in the immediate future. It does feel like there are some emotional satiation, emotional satisfaction things that we've been waiting on. We have a lot of sort of getting into the emotional vibration, no pun intended, that you kind of want to see, you kind of want to sort of have right now. It feels like a lot of emotions could be pent up, not satisfied, not satiated. We do need to sort of release some of those, and part of that is sort of our connection with somebody else, or connection with other people as it goes. You have not only the Empress, but the Moon. You're really looking at love. You're looking at sort of an emotional high and getting a lot of, sort of excitement sort of moving through in your life right now. It feels like there is a case of the doldrums sometimes. We're not as excited. We're not as pumped. We're not as thrilled as we kind of need to be here. But now in the immediate future, in the very near future, maybe it's related to what you need to get rid of in order to bring something in that maybe you create, maybe you sort of have. But yeah, you have Empress, Moon, Lovers, 3 huge, and I mean huge cards for relationship satisfaction, emotional resonance, and kind of getting that emotional high that maybe you've been waiting for, maybe you've been expecting, but just haven't seen sort of the results. I think the results are on the table. The results are going to be there very soon, and I think that's going to be good. You are Erica the Empress, and what do you have? You have the Empress, indeed. Erica the Empress has the Empress, so that's what I'm talking about. Ms. Bay, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you as well. We got everybody in the house tonight. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful weekend evening over here. MR, I thank you for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you. MR, I think I have your package as well. I dropped off at the post office, so that should be in a couple of days. You should get that too. Sarah, thank you for your other donation. Appreciate you. All right, let's see. We got a couple of Sarahs today. Let's see what the first one has to say. All right, Sarah, we're going to go with, I guess, the Druidcraft. Is that, did you say Poe or Druidcraft, or did you say Druidcraft? I need to expand that out a little bit. Poe or Druidcraft. I'm going to choose Poe for this particular question. I really think Poe has a more intimate detail orientation here, and I think it's going to get you some of the bigger answers that you're kind of needing here. All right, so let's do the double question. All right. The conversation we had 2 days ago, why did he said what he said? Now, this is the one that I think the Poe is going to have. The Poe is going to have some decent answers too. All right, let's take a look at this and see where this is going to take us. We got a lot of good cards today. We got the Tasty Tarot. We finally got that. So if you want the Tasty Tarot for your reads, let me know. It is back in the queue. Thank God. But yeah, take a look. All right, 2 days ago, why did he say what he said? What are the intentions? What kind of things did he have in the mind? And kind of thing, what's going on with that? The Two of Swords into the Two of Cups. Wow. It feels like that they want no part of this right now. It's almost like they're taking a break from this. They want a separation. They want some distance. It feels like that they want a little bit too much of that, and they're not getting some things where they would like them to line up, right? You'd have a Page of Wands, some devil's chasing them, or something's chasing them. It feels like they're trying not to lose a connection, or they're trying not to lose a goal, or something that they're sort of looking for, they're trying to get, and they feel like they are losing it. They feel like that they are chasing something that can't be caught, right? I'll repeat it again. They're chasing something that can't be caught with a little bit of that devil action. Now, this is something, again, they feel has separated from them, and they're sort of in that blindfolded mode here to where they're trying to throw darts with a blindfold on. They really can't get the darts in the place that they need. They're not able to get some of the things in line that they've been trying to get, and I think that overall they're just frustrated, and again, they're just throwing darts in a room where they can't see anything and hoping to find a target right here. I really don't think they're going to get the target that they want. I really think that they are doing it a little bit not in the best way, doing it a little bit in an incorrect manner, but they're trying to get that Two of Cups a connection, but they're just doing it a completely poor way. Overall, the Seven of Wands says you are a little bit defensive against something that they're saying right now. You don't want it to be true. You don't want it to be, kind of where it is at. So it feels like that you're just not online to where you need them to be. They're not online to where you need them to be as well. And you're just getting a little bit defensive with the conversation, the connection, or maybe a little bit of both as far as that goes. So there we go. A little bit of a Poe on the first question. The Poe on the second question. His feeling thoughts now about that conversation. What I told him at the very end. All right, what are his feelings? How is he processing this? What is he going to do with this information? I think that would be the optimal thing to sort of look at right here. The Hermit. Wow. The Sun and the World. A lot of majors, big majors over here. All right, so we have all majors on this one. What does that mean? That means his thoughts and feelings about the conversation and what I told him at the very end. I think what you told him at the very end was what he was waiting for. Like, I'm on the phone, we're talking, I'm kind of waiting for something, and then boom, there it is at the very end. It feels like what happened at the very end was what they thought should happen at the first. They knew it was coming. They sort of had not only an intuition, but a common sense thing that we're bumping against this. We're making this sort of, motion going. And the Hermit feels like that they're all alone here. Like you just basically dumped them on an island. You left them all alone because you have a different perspective about things than they do. Different perspective, and you're not really coinciding. You're not meeting in that middle ground where they kind of really wanted you to be at the end of the day. The world says we are on this sort of this path to the same place, but we're taking two different roads to get there. And that's a shame. That's a shame because we're on the same path. We're on the same destination, right? We want to get to this castle, but we're on two different roads and we're not really meeting during that process. They're not really meeting during that journey, which should be something where at the destination, we finally meet up, but hey, whatever. The Sun just says there's a lot of revelations over here, probably too many revelations. It's almost like he doesn't want this much revelation. He doesn't want this much illumination on the situation. He wants to sort of shove it under the covers, not look at it and not have to examine it, because examining it makes some responsibility on their side and they're not willing to step up and to get some stuff going with that. So that, you got a good Poe reading right there. That was a decent Poe. You got some good Edgar Allan came through with a nice home run as it goes. Let's get the home run for Stephanie over here. How did G feel towards me after we saw each other at work? Is this a romance thing? Stephanie, is this a work romance? You did have a question before about somebody, if they liked you, and we had an 8 of Pentacles, and we talked about it could be a work situation. So I'm going to assume it's a work situation. We'll get a little bit of a Victorian romance, and we get a Victorian romance to see where that happens and to see where that goes. Indeed. All right. He doesn't want this much illumination on the situation. situation. Hey, that rhymes, you know? Ultraviolet is quoting me, and it rhymes. That's what we need. We need more rhythmic. We need more rhythmic action going through over here. All right, let's see how this is going. All right, so G is over there, and we're kind of looking. We're kind of looking at G and kind of saying, hey, how do we feel towards me after seeing me? 3 of Cups. It's almost like a group situation, you know? It's a group situation. Knight of Wands, King of Swords, 2 of Cups. I really think you do have a possible romance here if we continue on this pathway. But I mean, you know, there's always the broom closet. We could sneak in there and have some fun, or the copy room, or I don't know what people do at work nowadays. So I work from home, so I don't know what people do actually at work nowadays. When I worked, it was like 50% smoke break and 50% like this one big room, and everybody had this open area. And then they had COVID, which was hilarious because they spent like over $2 million building this big open area and this common room, and everybody sat next to everybody else. And the minute they finished the project, the minute the $2 million was at work and was finished, and we had this big open room with everybody right next to each other, COVID hit, which was hilarious because then everybody went home and it just collected dust. So good job. Good job. $2 million. Excellent. $2 million down the toilet. That is just fantastic. But yeah, anyway. All right. Let's see. I think that you have a budding romance here, as evidenced by 2 of Cups and a 3 of Cups. This is interesting. It's almost like he's looking at you, and this person's looking at you and somebody else. He's looking at you and somebody else. We have a 2 of Cups and a 3 of Cups. A little bit of a 3 look over here, examining something, examining some things, and then over here we have a possible romance. So you do have a possible romance. You do have a little bit of competition on the romantic side, if you're willing to sort of accept that. Knight of Wands, so this part, look at just how casual this is. They're a little bit too casual. They're a little bit too casual over here. It's almost like that they need to take a step up and kind of do something and say something and at least get some action over there, right? I think that's kind of weird. I think that's kind of weird because it's like they're putting something in between you two. They're making like, you know, a separation that doesn't need to be there kind of thing. But that King of Swords says they will eventually contact. They will make a, you know, sort of a connection. Things are going to be a little bit on the budding romance. You know, it looks like some good things happening here, but realize they do have their eye on somebody else as well. But I do think as if you're looking for romance, 2 of Cups does get you the love balloons, the love balloons in the romantic side. I think it works. I think it works. I think they have that feeling, right? The 2 of Cups is interesting. It's like we connect well. I like you. I want to talk to you. And the 2 of Cups is that budding romance, right? It's not like a lovers to where I'm just going to give up everything and sweep us off our feet, you know, but the 2 of Cups says, hey, I'm willing to take that step. I'm willing to make it happen. And yeah. A lot of good stuff going on through here. The $2 million came from workers' salary. Yeah, you know that's right. You know that is correctamundo. Jocelyn is next. You got the double question tonight. Let's check it out. Let's check it out tonight. Let's see. Jocelyn. Did Jocelyn answer a question? They did, but it didn't register. Here we go. Best wishes the weekend. Libra season now. It is Libra season. We are ready to go. All right. Donated for 2 questions. Let's list them out tonight and see where this is going to take us. All right. Let's see. I don't know why it's not capturing. You know, my application is not capturing the YouTube feed the way it really should. But, you know, that's the way it goes. All right. Let's look at career. I think it is time to go ahead. It is the season to go ahead and break out the Dark Mansion Tarot. That is going to be beautiful tonight. You know, tonight's a really pretty night. I did work on one of my paintings. I'm working hard on a painting, and I'm trying to get back in the groove. To get some paintings going. You know what I'm saying? Philippe, welcome. I appreciate you hanging out tonight. Can we get the Philippe's card? Can we pull Philippe's card out of here? Can we? Oh, look at that. We got Philippe's card over here as the King of Pentacles, otherwise known as the King of Cupcakes. Philippe, you're right there. You're right there ready to go. All right. Anyway, what's next for me with regards to career? Oh, man. You know, career's kind of tricky for you. It's the first thing I get intuitively. Like, career's a little bit tricky. It's not as easy as it used to be. It's not as plain Jane. It's not as obvious as it used to be. It just doesn't feel like there's some big opportunities that you were sort of looking for, or at least some movement that you were kind of expecting. The Seven of Pentacles says what you're doing with career is functional, it's working, and it's going to get you where you want to be. Obviously, I think that's it. But you have that Seven of Pentacles over here, sort of the mainstay card next to the Lovers. The Seven of Pentacles is doing what we do in order to sort of master our skills, master our career, get ourselves going, get ourselves moving. And I think that's going to be an important aspect here, because I think the stuff that you have done is going to basically affect you in a very positive way coming up. The Lovers, the Seven of Cups, what I have invested in, how I have been behaving, the work that I have been interested in, what I have been focusing on, the ramifications of that is a big reward. The Lovers, I'm getting the connection, I'm getting the excitement, getting a lot of the positivity that I have been waiting for. The Fool also says there's a little bit of an adventure that could be a new job opening up, that could be something exciting, something exhilarating, something very poignant waiting for you at the end of the day here. But that Fool says, yes, let's get that done. Let's hop on to it. Let's make this happen. So I do think you have an expansion. You have some places you can go, some upward mobility that you can hit up based upon what you're doing. What you're doing works. This functions well for you. Eight of Swords says you have been a little bit restricted with career. It's almost like that your location is restricting you. You don't have the openings. You don't have some of the opportunities that you've been waiting for. And I really think it's location based. So if you are interested in moving around, that could be, or at least expanding your network or expanding the net where you're at, that could be something, hey, that works in the long run for you. Lonnie, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. FS, I appreciate your double dono over there. Yeah, very nice indeed. I've been in the job for 2 years. Should I move on? Well, the Fool in the previous reading does hint that that could be a possibility, but it's almost like that moving on independently is not something that works for you. Instead, move on by basically having somebody pull you in a direction or having somebody giving you a chance. It's based upon the previous thing. But let's take a closer look at this specific question, which is, hey, 2 years, should I move on or should I stay? Moving on does seem like a good option. It really does. But again, we're looking at somebody pulling you in a direction. Somebody's interested in you, and because of what you've been doing, because of kind of your focus. And I think that's something that's very cool, right? The Hanged Man. Your goals in career are different than the goals that the people have above you, than this assignments that they've been giving you, the things that you have been sort of have them focused on. And that Hanged Man says, I have different goals than what you do for me. Does that make sense? So here's your goals for me. Here's my goals for me. And they don't really mesh as well as you would like. And I think that's what you're kind of feeling after 2 years. The Six of Swords, it says, hey, you do have some opportunities to stay there and have some upward mobility, or at least have maybe some sideways mobility within that company possibly. But if you're really looking for an adventure, if you're really looking for something a little bit more in your style, I definitely think it could be a place to move on. Two of Pentacles says you have some hard decisions to make. I really think intuitively that where you're at seems to be stable. It's not like they're getting rid of you next week, right? That justice system. I think things are balanced over there. I think you have some of the things that you would like. And if you did have upward mobility, if you did have an opportunity for some more cash, you'd gladly sort of embrace that. You'd gladly sort of hop into that and go, yes, let's do that. But it may not be there, right? But basically wait for somebody to pull you out. It feels like somebody you used to know, another contact that you've had ends up pulling you in a direction, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I think that could be a good possibility for me. Anyway, obviously entertainment purposes only. Never quit your job based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. Becca Boo, what is going on? Becca Boo, I'm going to mail your package Monday. Becca Boo, your package is so freaking huge that I can't shove it down the slot of the post office. So the post office has a slot about this big, and your package is about that big. So so I can't shove it down the slot. So I got to wait till Monday when they're open, and then I will go up there and hand it to a person over there. You know, there we go. Anyway, it is a naughty witch girls. Now, hey, it may be. Hershey, thank you for hanging out tonight. What is going on? Jocelyn, you're quite welcome. Thank you for being here. All right, love reading. B52 wants the Love Shack. We can make that happen. B52 wants a little wizards. B52, you really hopped off of one tarot deck and into a different one. You really did that. You really did that. Sarah, yours is too large to go to the post office slot too. So if you have a lot of stuff, it won't fit down the damn post office slot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. You're going to have to wait until they're open because they're closed all weekend long. And, you just got to wait. You got to be patient. All right, Shauna, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. What is going on? All right, Love Shack. What is coming up to me for the Love Shack and the Love reading? Let's see what's going on with that. Nine of Pentacles. Man, it's more about stability for you at this point than something fun. You know what I'm saying? It's more about the stability. It's more about the sort of looking for something long term rather than just randomly doing things, randomly choosing things. It's almost like you got to settle down here and figure out where you want to be. Settle down and make things happen, because sort of where you're at, what you're doing just ain't working for temporary solutions. We need to focus on long term. Nine of Pentacles. Let's get something that's stable. Let's get something that's more permanent, and let's get something where we're going to be satisfied with it, right? Because it feels like in the love reading, in the love pursuits, we have been stuck in this King of Wands area. We're trying to do a lot of fiery aspects. We're trying to get a lot of motion, a lot of movement. Let's focus on permanence. That'd be a lot better. And move in with that instead of a King of Wands trying to force things through, trying to force things to happen. Get a Knight of Wands. Let things organically develop, grow, and sort of, get it going out there. But yeah, there you go. Anyway, Hershey, I got your package in the mail too. Yours was only one deck, so I was able to jam it down the slot. So Hershey, yours is in the post office. It's sitting there, and So I mailed about 30 packages today. I shoved them all down the slot until the slot was full, and there was a lady behind there that started yelling at me because I live in a small town. They're not used to like 100 packages being jammed down their little slot, so they were like, "Jesus!" And in the background, I was like, chill out, lady. It's a Kickstarter. What do you want, lady? Chill out. But anyway, so it's a small town. So I can't take 100 packages up there because they will stab me in the heart with a bazooka. You know what I'm saying? They will stab me in the heart with a bazooka if I give them 100 packages at one time. All right, we really got the vitamin water. The orange edition vitamin water is what I'm talking about. All right, we'll go to the Druidcraft for this one. See where it goes. Aquarius Owl, welcome. What is going on? We got Ann with the double shot. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Post Office Karen. It's a small town. They're not used to dudes rolling up with 7,000 packages. They're just not used to that. So I got to explain it's a Kickstarter, and then I'll show them the tarot deck, you know, because I'm like the only one there, and I'll flip through it, and they'll go, oh, that's cool. So, you know, I'll do that Monday, but today all they got was just, you know, shoved down the slot until it was full, and I couldn't fit any more in there. Anyway, all right, what's going to happen between us after that conversation? Wow. You have to wait a while. You're really going to have to wait 2 to 3 weeks to really get some results from this. I really don't think you're going to get any instant gratifications from this. All right, here, let me tell you what's going to happen. Let me tell you exactly what's going to happen. No instant gratifications from this. And I think that's frustrating as hell to you. It is frustrating to you. You don't get the instant gratification. You don't get the changes that are required. You don't get the results that you've been waiting for. You have to wait. Look, right. You got the moon, right? You made the emotional impact. You made your point across. And there's something where you're just going to have to be patient here. Use a little bit of that strength card and let them process this. Let them make some decisions over here, because right now they just can't make any decisions. They can make some decisions, but they're too wimpy to do it. All right, Sarah, can I say it? I'm going to say it anyway. They're too wimpy to make the decisions that need to be made right now. So you gave them a little offload. You did a core dump over here. You did the emotional thing. You got the conversation out, and you're waiting for results. I'm sorry, you're not going to get the results immediately. You got to be patient. How patient do you have to be? 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks. You're looking at the moon. You're looking at the next moon cycle, the next lunar cycle sort of coming in. You made your impact. You did. You made the impact, and that was what you were looking for. You're looking for the impact, but you didn't make them change. You didn't make any difference over there. They're just going to be too restricted. They're going to have too many excuses to make anything sort of going through here. But if you're willing to wait, if you're willing to be patient here, I think you have another chance of a conversation. Again, you want change, you're going to have 2, maybe 3 conversations in order to get the change that are required. And the thing is, if you don't get the changes required, you got to make some hard-ass decisions over here. Am I willing to put up with this? How many conversations have I told you? How many times do I need to tell you, right? As Ultraviolet would say, or no, as Journey would say, I told you 7 times. Hopefully you don't have to say it 7 times, but you may. You may. So you have to make some decisions. Am I willing to just repeat myself? What else am I going to say? I already said what I had to say. I dumped everything. What else is going to happen over here? You're going to have to figure this out later. But wait 2, 3, 4 weeks at tops until they actually do something. If you're expecting immediate results, good luck with all of that. Have fun. All right? Other than that, I'm just saying. Sunshiny Day is back. It is a sunshiny day indeed. When the wonderful Sunshiny Day visits us and makes their presence. That's what I'm talking about. All right, be able to get what I need at work. Is this going to work out with my current issues? Sunshiny Day, which issues? You got a lot. No, I'm kidding. All right, let's see what's going on. Sunshiny Day, I released a new tarot deck, if you didn't know. If you didn't know, I released a new tarot deck. It's called the Tasty Tarot Sunshiny Day. Look at that. Look at that Sunshiny Day. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I worked my booty off on that. Well, I didn't really work my booty off on this. It was about, I had a bunch of these cards already done. I just added some more cards to it. I'm just saying. Anyway, all right, we'll see where that's going. I don't know what deck you want Sunshiny Day, but since I'm all hopped on the Tarot Oracles, Tasty Tarot, I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there. Go ahead and throw that into the mix and see where that is going to take you. With the first question, it's going to work out in my current issues. Is this going to work out? I don't know. Is it going to work out? Man, you got some hard stuff to do. Okay, if you're patient enough, yeah. I mean, you got the strength card. You're talking about having strength. You're talking about being patient. You're talking about sort of having the level of patience that you need to get through it, okay? Because there are some more steps to be done. Clearly here, the 5 of Wands with the pulled pork, right? It talks about it may have something where we stretch this out a little too long, or this gets stretched out into an area where, like, Jesus, how long am I going going to have to sort of put up with it. But there is a level of conflict. There is a level of effort. There is a level of stuff that you need to have going on here in order to make this successful. All right. Are you willing to go to bat? Are you willing to make the conflict? Are you willing to sort of defeat everybody in the meantime? I think that's going to be reasonable. I think that's what you do. Tarot Reader does that too. Thank you for your donation. What's going on tonight? It's a beautiful Saturday night over here. It is sunshiny. It is gorgeous. The King of Wands with the ho-hos. You're going to have to really step up more than you expect in this issue. You just have to step up. And I think a lot of that is frustrating because a lot of times we're like, I'm tired of stepping up. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry. You're going to have to step up a little more than you had expected on that. So if you're willing to step up, put forth the effort, it is going to stretch out a little longer than what you're willing to do. Overall, the Four of Wands says sort of you have the home field advantage here, right? I understand what's happening, understand what's going on here, and I'm able to get that and use that to my advantage. I'm able to use that in all sorts of good things here, right? Have the home field advantage, Four of Wands, happy home, happy family with this, but you're going to need the patience in order to do that. You're going to be able, because it is going to stretch out. It is going to be a little longer than you had expected. You're going to have to do a little battle, and hey, you're going to have to step up in the meantime. So overall, I think that it's going to be a thumbs up. I think it's going to work out, but you know, the battle is not over. Sometimes it's a pain in the butt to battle anything. It's a pain in the butt to do stuff. That's just the way it goes. Will I be able to get what I need? Intuitively, I say yes immediately. I say you're going to be able to get what you need. You're going to be able to get all of this stuff. Ooh, you got a Four of Swords, a Hangman, and an Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, that's nice. That's nice over here. Look at this sunshiny day. I like this a lot. We got the Ace of Pentacles, right? I'm going to be able to get what I need. It's rolling in. It's rolling in here, okay? The money, the resources, the emotional, the success, the building blocks, they're rolling in, and it's going to be quite a bit of an avalanche of a donut coming in there, and that's going to be able to give you what you need. So the Ace of Pentacles does represent getting what I need, getting that foundation going. Hanged Man said not everything. I get pieces here and there. It's going to be all right. Now, what you need and what you want, totally two different things. So let's sort of parse that through, because the Hanged Man does sort of represent, maybe there's a difference between what I need and what I want. So make clear what you need to get out of this, what you want. Try to find a middle ground over here. I think you're absolutely going to get that, right? The Four of Swords talks about sleeping on it. It talks about that you get some things, but then there's a later date where the other things come in. So it's not all at once. Even though it looks like a little bit of an avalanche, it's not exactly all at once, but you do end up getting it. You got a Ten of Wands over here. This is incumbent upon somebody else. This does inconvenience maybe somebody else, but who cares? You got what you need. God bless. Have a nice day. Overall, that is a yes and a thumbs up, an easy thumbs up for that with the Tasty Tarot. If you don't have the Tasty Tarot, link in the description for getting you a Tasty Tarot indeed. Miss Bay is up next. Miss Bay, I have no idea what your question is, Miss Bay. Did you ask a question? You probably did, and my application didn't pick it up. You know, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes sometimes. My application is not picking things up tonight. I don't know why. But yeah, there's that. All right, we got Misrak, we got Miss Bay there, and let's see, Miss Bay said hi, Maruta, and Blessing said hello, and Miss Bay. I have no idea. Let me know what your question is, Miss Bay. Let me know what your question is. Why? Oh, there we go. Why does N keep calling and not planning? Ooh, not planning a date. Well, that's kind of frustrating. They're calling and not planning a date. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. All right, Miss Bay, let's see what's going on with this. Let's see what's going on with this person. That's kind of frustrating indeed, right? You're like, you know, you got to figure, it's like, you got to figure your life out over here. Keep calling. That's kind of on a date. Oh, man, that's weird. Why would somebody call? Like, why would you just keep calling and wasting somebody's time? I don't know. I mean, maybe that's the new thing. I mean, you know, not like I'm an expert on the dating world, you know, probably the worst possible, but I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at some teddy bears. Miss Bay, let's look at some teddy bears over here and see if that's going to get going on. Because we got the dancing teddy bear. Normally I would credit Reiki B, but Reiki B is not here tonight. Reiki B is not here tonight. That's another package that's so damn huge that I can't jam it down the slot. It's all about jamming things down the slot tonight in more ways than one, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. What they keep calling. This is so weird. What's going on a date? Oh man. But I think that, I think they're just wasting your time. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it out there, Miss Bay. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there just for you. I think they're literally wasting your time. I think that they're not ready. I think that they're trying to play games over here. I think they have some other people on the line as well. And it just feels like that you're just getting wasted your time, right? So you're getting bumped because of somebody else, or you're getting bumped because of their life. And it just feels like that they're just massively wasting your time. But I'm just saying here, you got the Five of Pentacles. You're not really getting the results that you need here. You're hauling through the snow for absolutely no reason over here. And the Ace of Pentacles, you keep thinking that, hey, this is a good possibility. This is a good going on. Bottom line is either you're the backup or they, you know what I'm saying? They just wasted your time. They're just wasting your time here. And that's just not something that you really want to be engaged in. And this is something where you are worried about it. You are thinking about it. Like, why? This doesn't make any sense. But again, it just seems like that you're either a backup or, you know what I'm saying? It just feels like that they're getting distracted either by real life, by other opportunities, or something else. I would just cut bait. I would just cut bait on this. If you want to go out and have some fun or something, cool. But if you're looking for something that's going to be long term, if you're looking for lovers, Two of Cups, you're looking for Four of Wands, Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, looking for anything, this is not really getting you in the direction that you kind of, want. So, you just do like that. Bottom line, you're just wasting your time. So yeah, just you're doing the right thing. You just chill, see where it goes, and you definitely don't want to do that. So anyway, might get a frisky call later. So I don't know. You might, I don't know, Tio's girlfriend. I don't know, maybe. Who knows? Olive. Ooh, that rolls off the tongue. I like it. Olive. Ooh, OA rolls off the tongue too. OA's over here. OA's next 2 weeks, dude. OA is like, give me a 2-week reading. Let's get it. Let's get it going on. We already did that. Let's ask the witch. Let's ask the witch over here. We got all the witches in chat. Let's go ahead and ask one of them with the Ask the Witch Tarot. And say, this is one that I really like. This is one that I really enjoy. So yeah, this Ask the Witch is fantastic. It's one of those I thought I was like, I don't know if I like it, to be honest with you. I'm in the middle zone here, but I just love it. I don't know. I really like it. Anyway, all right, let's see what's going on the next 2 weeks. A Strength card. You're waiting for something. Are you going to get the next 2 weeks? No, let me tell you exactly when you're going to get. 3.5 weeks, not 2 weeks. Okay? 3.5 weeks. Oh, wait, how they do it in football? Here, the 3. There we go. 3.5. So 3.5 weeks, you're going to get it. Definitely not in the 2 week time frame. So hey, we're waiting for something. We've been expecting this. We're just not getting it. Something's going on. It's like, 3.5 weeks is going to be a little bit better for you. Two of Swords with that as well. There's a level of sort of, you need to really push forward past some of the things that you think is the ending. It's almost like the ending is not going to get you where you want to go, right? You see an ending, you see the sunshine at the end of the rain. the pot of gold at the end of the race. This is not something that you want to chase. I don't think everything is real. Not everything is legitimate that we're shooting for, waiting for, striving to get to. Empress just says be comfortable and be very focused in the next 2 weeks about what you want to do. But that's just the way it happens. That's just the way it happens. Karima, you're never late. You're always on time. We're waiting to start the stream when you arrive. Welcome. See, we're starting.
Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Karima, welcome. I appreciate hanging out tonight. All right, let's see what's going on. We got Sarah, we got MR. MR wants to know an update on D. What are D's feelings for me? We got Kolzaya on the PayPal side. Kolzaya did not forget about you. I promise I did not forget about you. But yeah, not all that glitters is gold, indeed. All right, we did OA, and I thought we were doing MR. I clicked it. Oh, there we go. MRD's feelings for me. Where is a D and that list of things that we would like to get excited about over here? You get a little bit of a 3 of Wands, Justice, and the Ace. You know? Like you said, coming in hot a little bit with this Ace of Wands. We need a little bit of the fiery aspect. We need to push forward. We need to get stuff done. It really feels like that they are in that mode of we need, right? And they've totally changed the feeling, the look and feel of everything about we have to. It almost feels like there's a lot of demands coming out pretty soon for that. 3 of Wands says that they've been looking, they've been scanning, they've been looking, and they waited a little bit too long. They've been waiting a little bit too long over there. So yeah. Waited a little bit too long. 3 of Wands. And that's interesting, because they have been looking from afar. They have been examining from afar, but they waited a little bit too long. And Justice says things are a little bit out of balance now. You understand things are out of balance. You're going to have to bring them into balance. Okay, good luck with that, though. Karima, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. We got Sarah in work in October. Let's see what's going on with a little bit of work in October. You didn't specify a deck, so I guess I can pick one. I don't know. You said you were, I don't know, you're in love with the Druidcraft. We'll get it. We'll get it. Libra Storm. I got your deck shipped. I did ship quite a few, so hopefully you'll get yours soon. Yours was small enough to jam into the slot. We were just talking about that. We're talking about jamming packages into slots. And there are some packages that are too large to jam into the slot. Now, this is a male-related conversation, a U.S. male-related conversation, not a male parts-related conversation, because it does sound a little dirty as I'm saying it. But yeah, let's take some orange vitamin water and take a look. With that, work in October. First week of October goes terrible. You know, you like the reality. You're on the reality TV show. First week of October does not go the way that you wanted. This is something you're going to have to put your head down and parse through it and make it to the end. I'm sorry in advance, right? You know, I apologize in advance. That's what I do. First week of October, good luck with all of that. You're going to have to just put your head down, work, and just make it through. A little bit of that 3 of Swords over here. Like I'm not getting some of the stuff that I need. I'm not getting a lot of the exciting adventures that I would have. And I need to just exhibit patience in that first week and just sort of make it through to the end of the day over here. Now, there's a lot of interesting things that you've been hearing about that suddenly manifest at work, right? In other words, you've been hearing about this, the rumor mill's been going strong, and then all of a sudden, the second, third week, boom, there it is. And that's something that's going to be very kind of exciting for you, because it's something that's emotionally satisfying. We've been waiting for this. We've been talking about this. Finally, I get some light at the end of the tunnel over here with a little bit of just this powers that be, finally making some decisions, making some things happen at work. Overall, Overall, you are launching into a new zone, a new effort, a new level of interesting things happening through here. And that's definitely something you want to embrace too, right? So especially the third week of October, it's like, here we go. It has launched. It has begun. Things have been moving in the direction that we were kind of waiting on. Misrak is what I'm talking about over here. Misrak wants to know a Cinderella for working in October. Let's see how that's going to work out. No pun intended with that. Let's do a little Amber Tarot. While we're doing that, we got some Amber Tarot action, seeing what's going on. B52, thank you for your dono. All right, well, I will take a leave. I mean, you can do the cheat code, taking leave, you know, that could work out. Could work out to your advantage indeed, to do a little bit of the cheat code. Boom, there it is indeed. All right, Kozaya, you are going to be after FS. So there we go. All right, good night, sunshiny day. Thank you for visiting again. I appreciate hanging out, and I hope you have a fantastic Saturday night. All right, King of Swords over there. Man, who's really talking to you? It really feels like people are really vocal. They're really talking to you. They're really not hesitant to talk to you anymore. They're really sort of unloading on this. They're putting it out there. They're making things happen. And you're like, whoa. It's a little more information than I had expected, for sure, with that. Cinderella, thank you for your donation. But yeah, you got a little bit of that King of Swords. We're finally getting some information. We're finally getting some things happening through here, and the communication's really flowing as well. Six of Swords says October is a very long month for you, especially financial. You're going to have to get batten down the hatches on the finance a little bit in October. It really feels like you're being pulled into multiple directions with finances. You're going to have to be patient with finances because, man, finances are really not flowing the way that you would need to. Overall, October, again, is the longest month of the year for you. Just saying right now. It feels like it's really a lot of things coming up, a lot of responsibilities coming through, and it just feels like that this is the month that you're just going to have to take care of that and just make it happen as far as that goes. All right, we got FS with this, how will I do, and this competition for a law essay. Ooh, very nice indeed. We'll go ahead and do it. This might hurt tarot for that one. This might hurt tarot because if you get the essay better than everybody else, they will be excited about it. Elaine, welcome. Appreciate hanging out. How you doing? It's a beautiful Saturday night outside. I'm telling you now. It is gorgeous out there. How will you do? Fantastico. You got the High Priestess. It talks about you know the material. You're able to write the material. You're able to put it into this book, and that is so important. The High Priestess, the Magician, both of these, when you're doing essays, when you're doing something other people are going to be looking at, really sort of indicates that you really put it out there and you making the grade, and that is so important. Because the Three of Wands, you've been looking at this, you've been a little bit nervous for this, to be honest with you, and that's something that, you know, but you're ready to embrace it, you're ready to see it, you're ready to go, and I think that's going to be important. Overall, the star says you're right on target with where you're going, and that's important with an essay because some people will be expecting this and that, and you're really sort of satisfying the need, you're satisfying the curiosity, you're getting things going on, you're getting things moving in the direction you would like to with this essay. So looking good indeed, obviously. All right, let's do a little FS over here. General reading for the next 2 months. You know, 2 months feels like it's a little bit too long to predict right now. You have some big changes coming in, possibly in about a month and a week. You know what I'm saying? A month and a week with that. Have you used a Tasty Tarot? I just did. I used it twice. And I will use it again, too, because that's how I do. But yeah, it feels like the next 2 months, this interesting how 2 months works out for you, right? How 2 months works out as far as that goes. Karima, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Wheel of Fortune says expect what you've already gotten. You're in this mode of I need this and I want this and I've been looking forward to this, and this is kind of what you're getting. There's not like a ton of surprises in the next 2 months, right? Wheel of Fortune says I'm sort of on that normal path. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm making things things happen right there. Nine of Swords is in the next 2 months as well. Your spiritual journey really sort of picks up steam. And I really don't think that you're on this massive spiritual journey or you're on this epic spiritual journey, but I really think that it distracts you enough that you take some time out to pursue some part of that in the next 2 months as well. It feels like there are a lot of intuitive things that are coming true. You're having a lot of these premonition dreams, seeing things that haven't happened before, and things come true that you had seen within the dream. Seven of Cups says don't be distracted by everything in the choice realm, because some of the choices just don't work out. So you need to embrace the things that are most likely to work out instead of the things that look great in the fantasy line but are not really something you're going to be able to embrace in the long run. So be very realistic with your choices in the next 2 months, and don't be distracted by the beautiful gems that are hanging and sort of distracting you as it goes. Overall, the Knight of Pentacles says you're getting the work done, and that's the important part here. You're getting the work done. You're building the success. You're building the railroad that's going to be leading to your future, and that is so critical right now for you, and you're doing great, right? The Knight of Pentacles. We built a structure. We built some things here, and those are really going to do us good in the future, kind of paving the railroad, creating things over there. Kozaya is next. I promised you were going to be on the next realm over there. All right, current feelings of the Sagittarius. Sagittarius, no Sagittarius. Let's see where that is going to go. We're using the capybara for a little bit of the Sagittarius. We'll see where that is going to take us. We'll see where that will take us indeed. All right. Let's see. Feelings. I don't know. Are you willing to put up with the Sagittarius? The first thing comes out intuitively. Are you really willing to put up with the Sagittarius? Because that could be an opportunity for you, right? The star into that Nine of Cups. It feels like the Sagittarius is really on the same page as you. They're willing to do some of the things that you want to do. They're willing to sort of make some groundwork that you're willing to see happen, right? And that Knight of Wands as well, they have a lot of that fiery aspect. They're willing to take the initiative. They're willing to get things going. They're willing to make things happen. Overall, you have some absolutely beautiful cards in here, especially the star with the Nine of Cups. The road leads to happiness. The road leads to satiation. The road leads to sort of getting to where you need to be, getting to the place that you would like at the end of the day. So I think that's looking good. And looking good, KN. That's the best read you've had on that Sag. I'm just saying. Elaine and Karima, thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. Let's get a couple of ands in the mix over here. We'll do a little bit of the tarot deck right here. Do a little bit of the Little Buddha. We got a thing for the Amy decks, for the Push Kitty decks. The Push Kitty, the new Push Kitty deck, I do have that way earlier than everybody else, so I do need to get that going. Need to make that happen. You're sleepy. You're always sleepy. You're always sleepy. Does he want a card tomorrow or not? Ultraviolet, ask and let me know. We want to do some carding tomorrow after, I guess, breakfast. I do have a private tarot reading at 1. I got another one at 4, and I'm going to eat at 10. So in between that, I think I can do a little cart. Love reading, Justice, Empress, 5 of Pentacles. I think you're getting a lot of short-term love opportunities here. Looking for this long-term love is not really getting you where you want to go. I think the short-term love is kind of where it's at right now. Get a little bit of an adventure, a little bit of ecstatic fun, a little bit of that, you know, that tingles, lightning. You got the Empress. I'm just having fun. I'm enjoying my life. I'm enjoying these love opportunities because I think you have love opportunities in the sideline over here with that Justice card as well. The Justice card just talks about balancing, obviously, love with studies, with the project, with the stuff that you balance on a daily basis here. I think that's going to be something good overall. 5 of Pentacles, just don't expect long-term stability with love. Be ready to embrace what you you can and just sort of make that happen. And that is it. See, we got the, so we're doing the donation cutoff because, yeah, it's a lot of donations. So thank you, Karima, for your other donation. I appreciate that. So we are cutting off. No more donations for tonight. And we got some good, healthy list of donos to go through tonight. So it is exciting. It is exciting on this beautiful Saturday night. I started a new painting. Woo, let me show you my new painting. I started a new one over here. Yeah, here it is. So here is so this is a Pinot Dani. He has a full Italian name that I can't pronounce, but we'll just do Pinot Dani for now. But yeah, so this is a beach scene. He has a lot of beach scenes, kind of romance scenes and stuff. So I'm just sort of working on, so this is my first painting in like a year. So I'm just kind of working on getting the fundamentals down, getting the realism down, and just trying to, duplicate. So, 10 paintings later, they'll look a lot better than this, but this looks okay for now. So we zoom in, that looks okay. You got some pretty realistic beach on there. I think you got some realistic hair, a lot of good details with that. So tomorrow I'm going to add the skin and all that, and then I should be done, I think. I think I should be done with that. Anyway, all right, we got Anne with the second dono, which is reading to encourage me to work on hobbies. I don't know. Okay, I'll give you permission to work on the hobbies. I don't know. The Seven of Wands, you need to pick the hobbies that you really like. I think that you have this feeling of responsibility, almost too much responsibility, right? Karima, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. You have this too much responsibility, like I should do this, I should do that. No, you shouldn't. You should just enjoy yourself with this. The two, right? The Two of Wands, you're looking at too many hobbies, too many things going through here, and you're not excited about it because you're just not enthralled about all the little aspects that you kind of want to be done with. Knight of Pentacles says work on what you enjoy and don't feel obligated. Don't feel like it's work. That's part of the reason you're not able to embrace that. You're not able to sort of get that moving, and you're a little bit defensive through that. So, you can work on stuff. You can do a painting. You can do a little bit. You don't have to do a whole painting. You can do a little bit of project. You can do a little bit of this for the hobbies, but you just have to find the inspiration from other people. There are plenty of people on YouTube that are making great videos that are all sorts of good information, and kind of fun is going with that. Elaine over here. Elaine, this is who's being reading right now, so it's up here. So Elaine, I'm reading Anne, and next is Tarot Reader, Karima, Tarot Reader, B52, blah, 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 blah. And you are down here. You are down there. So you have quite a bit of ways to go before we get to your read. But yeah, anyway, all right. Let's see. You got to put up with me. You got to put up with me a little bit because it is a busy night as always, right? Anyway, this is current feelings from me. I've been on his mind quite a bit in the last 2 days. Let's do a little bit of a current feelings for me. And let's go ahead and use, since you like it and I like it, let's do it over here. Karima, it's no problem at all. I appreciate your donations. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll just do the last one next time, I guess. That sounds good. I'll do, what has he told people so far about me? We'll put that off. And for now, we'll go ahead and do the Karima phase 1. Or is that phase 1? No, I think it's phase 2. Yes, phase 2. All right. This is current feelings for me. Let's do a little bit of tasty tarot and make that happen tonight. All right, a little bit of that. Shoddy Moonchild, thank you very much for your donation. Very generous. I greatly appreciate you. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. This is current feelings for me. You have the strength with the star. Patience has really turned out. Patience has been a virtue in this connection, in this sort of the feelings and the things that we're sort of going through here. Strength into the star says the road before us involves patience. They have been sort of exhibiting some of this patience. They've been trying to get some of this patience, and it's something that's very difficult for them to be patient right now. And it's just something that's just part of their personality. It's part of kind of what they, sort of doing. Overall, saw a little bit of this Three of Swords mixed with the Three of Wands. You know, one of the things in the feelings, they're looking for more. And we talked about this before. They're looking for more. They're looking for this next step. They're looking for the next opportunity here. And they need more interaction. They need more out here. And that's something that they haven't been able to get. And that's their feelings, like inadequacy. I need more. I need to embrace more of this and make this happen. So I think that they're looking for something that's not there. And I think if we give them patience enough with this strength card, they'll be able to sort of be more satisfied with that. So that's kind of where their feelings are at the moment. All right, let's see over here. How has been on his mind quite a bit in the past 2 days. Let's see. It has been 2 days. Are we on that list? By the way, I'm just saying. I am just saying over here. We got a little bit of an interesting, by the way, you know, the Tasty Tarot, if you see it in your tarot tower, it really stands out. It really stands out. It really stands out over here. Yeah, there we go. All right, but yeah, let's see. I've been on the mind quite a bit. Queen of Swords says that you have been. You're looking at this level of swords. You're looking at this level of, you know, air sign, communication, getting things done. And you have that 10 of Pentacles. I want things to be coordinated. I want things to be on target. I want things to be where they need to be. Because the Knight of Pentacles says we do have a lot of that, right? We do have a lot of things happening here. And it feels like that we have a lot more that needs to happen as well. So you've been on their mind a little bit of the Queen of Wands that does represent you with a 10 of Pentacles. You've been on their mind occasionally, but not like a ton, right? Not like a ton. So it is more of a fleeting thought. It is more of a secondary thought in here. And just be aware of that. But there you go. Yeah, look at that. You got the first appearance of the jelly beans. The first appearance of the jelly beans. And Ultraviolet gave me so much heat for using those jelly beans. She was like, you need to make the table out of something. You need to do that. Shari, it's no problem at all. I will get you in tomorrow's read, Shari, if that is okay. So we got Karima and Shari in tomorrow's read. So yeah, first thing when we start the stream tomorrow, we will have you up on the board. But yeah, let's do a little bit of tarot reader double shot over here, making it happen. Paula, welcome. What is going on? Appreciate you hanging out. Paula, you need to answer your survey. Answer your survey on the Tasty Tarot. So go ahead, answer your survey. I think you and Maruta have not answered the survey yet. And if you can get that done, then I can get yours shipped out on Monday. There you go. Streaming tomorrow. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. If I don't stream tomorrow, I will be back on Monday. We'll be back on Monday. How will my week go at work? You know, call in sick. Call in sick. Gregory Scott Tarot will make it happen. Oh, you did? Okay. Maybe it just didn't refresh. Maybe I need to refresh it a few times. There we go. All right. Paula, did I ship yours out then? Sorry, it's been so busy. Paula, did I already ship yours? Because I don't remember. I think I shipped like 50 decks so far. So, you know, there you go. All right. You did the survey. All right. I just need to refresh it maybe. All right, let's see how the week go at work. Call in sick, you know? Entertainment purposes only, never call in sick based upon a random dude on YouTube reading your cards. But the world says there's a lot of stuff going on at work, and it feels like none of it relates to you. It feels like there's a lot of things happening, a lot of this and that, and it feels like a lot of things really kind of need to happen here at work. And there's almost too many expectations. The frustrating part about those expectations are that half of them don't ever resolve themselves, like the expectation just goes away. Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to go through that. The Page of Wands, I wasted my time as far as sort of what was important. So I do think you have a level of emergencies. You have a level of things happening through here, and you're just going to have to be patient with it. But yeah, it is kind of frustrating sometimes, but you know, it's just one of those things happening through there. With that Nine of Cups just says the end of the week is much better than the beginning of the week for sure, but you know, sort of take a deep breath and put up with what there is, because it feels like some of this stuff that's being thrown at you really doesn't work. It really doesn't function, right? Will I get married in this lifetime? Have all of the little children? Get married and get going with all of that stuff? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe Keith is the one. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, maybe Keith is the one. We'll see. Are we going to be able to get married in this particular lifetime? Magician says yes, and the Hermit says no. This is one of those things. This is one of those things where you need to find the right person, because there is this allure of, ooh, this looks great. I really want to do this, but the person's going to be wrong. So be patient, be very diligent on getting the right partner, right? Because the Hermit says you don't want an end of marriage where it's going to be kind of frustrating or anything like that. But yeah, you just doesn't feel like it. The Hermit feels like that. Be very peculiar about who you pick, how it works, what's going on, and the Knight of Wands. Just don't be moving forward too soon on a partner that's not going to work. Overall, will you get married? I do think so. I'm going to go with the thumbs up, but you need to be very, very picky about your partner, because that is going to be very important. Shari, no, you will be first on the list tomorrow. You know what? In fact, I think I'll do a dedicated video. Shari, tomorrow, I'll do a dedicated video called Makeup Readings, and you need to look at that. And that'll be on my channel. Make sure you're subscribed. And I will include Karima and Shari in the makeup readings tomorrow. So it'll be a dedicated video just for you. It'll called Makeup Readings for Saturday night. Look for that tomorrow, and we will knock that out and get your reading tomorrow morning. So there we go. There we go. All right. We'll be able to travel to Europe in the next year. I don't know. Do you want to? I don't know. Samantha looks like she's traveling all over Europe over there. So why not join it? You should get into that. You should get into that. Three of Pentacles. The money is not really a problem. It's the availability, right? The Wheel. I think that you are able to travel. You are able to get going. That Wheel talks about the perpetual motion, the movement, a lot of the excitement that you're kind of waiting for over here. And the Wheel says the turning is going to be an opportunity. It's going to be something that you want to do. Three of Pentacles says definitely go with somebody. I think that's good. Go with somebody. You know, you can get a group going. You can get a group partying. I think that's going to be something that you definitely want to do, right? You definitely want to embrace it and make it happen. Overall, Four of Wands says, you know, watch out for romance over there in Europe too. I think that you meet somebody that's very interesting to you while you're over there. So yeah, I mean, you know, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. A little bit of a thumbs up for that indeed. So I think you got the money. Not a problem. Get it going. And a little maybe a budding romance while you were over there, making it all happen. That's what I'm talking about. Karima is what I'm talking about as well. Is next. Let's get a little bit of Victorian romance over there and see what's going on with that. All right, let's do Karima. Do you want to do the Kipper tonight or no? What question do you want to do the Kipper on? Let me know. Let me know. So, yeah. But, yeah, Shari, I'll have a dedicated video for you and Karima, and that will cover this, your questions. There we go. Let's do a little Victorian romance for these, and maybe we can do Kipper for one of the other 6 questions. We'll see. Anyway, where's current thoughts of me? And what about the connection? Making it happen. Current thoughts of me. Six of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, the World. Very interesting. Man, you know, we are talking about travel. It is a travel kind of night. You are talking about travel. You are talking about some adventure. You are talking about some embracing some interesting things through here. The World just talks about this current thoughts right now is travel. Let's travel. Let's go. Let's be somewhere. Let's have some fun. Let's get some things done. And I think that's going to be something you would like to embrace over there. Ten of Pentacles is interesting. You're getting you're seeing a lot of this Ten of Pentacles tonight. I think that's a good thing. They are looking at this longer term relationship. They are looking at this longer term stability here, and they are really focused on that, on seeing that pan out overall. Six of Wands says again, one of the thoughts is that they're getting encouragement for their connection with you, right? They're getting some encouragement. Somebody is encouraging them for a new connection. Somebody's encouraging them for having a little bit of a better connection. And a Seven of Swords, you know, sort of let's escape together. Let's move together. Let's get that done. So yeah, there's the current thoughts. All right. We also have, what is he wanting for the connection right now? What kind of wants, desires, what kind of things do we need from this particular connection, and see where that is going to take us. All right. Let's see. The Justice card, the Hermit, the Star. Jesus, you got three majors over here. What do we want? Let's combine all of these over. I want a pathway for the future. I want a defined, definite, basically laid out on the line pathway for our future together. I want this to be laid out, mapped out, right? You're talking real plans, real objectives over here, and we don't want to fight about it. We want this to be on target. We want this to be very focused and very, you know, kind of poignant, very focused on kind of where they want to see, what they want to do here. The Hermit just talks about they don't want to be alone on this. They want an agreement. They want the plans laid out. They want it. And yeah, so I think that's going to be sort of on target. The Justice card is very interesting too. The connection needs to be not only laid out and mapped out, but it needs to work. I don't want something that's not gonna work. And again, you kind of have that frustration here, right? I want things to work. I want things to work. And I think that's one of the things, because I mean, you know, kind of right now they're in that situation where things may not be working the way that they would like it to. They want things to be functional as far as it goes. Let's go ahead and skip ahead to Elaine. And since Elaine has been waiting so long, I appreciate that. All right, we got a double shot over here. Is the design intern real? I noticed. It's training me to use eccomancre to sell products. Let's see. If so, after the, okay, so the first one's a yes or no question. Is design intern real? Notice it's training me how to use the echo something to sell products. All right, simple yes or no question. Let's use what do we want to use for this? Simple yes or no question. Man, I'm really kind of leaning over here on this one. Kind of leaning on this one. I believe it's the unknown, the Tarot of the Unknown or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. The Kipper card, you know, everybody does love a good Kipper card. Everybody does love a good Kipper relations. Kipper relations. All right, let's see over here. All right, simple yes or no question. Is going to teach me how to use this to sell products. You have a Temperance card, a Hanged Man, a Page, and a King. I mean, it teaches you, but there's a lot of self-study that's required after this. A lot of self-study, right? To e-commerce, to self, okay. A lot of self-study. Will you be able to get this done? Will you get the training that you need for this? I think so. The Temperance says that I'm loaded up. I have what I need. I have the environment. I have the information, but I have to really pursue pursue more stuff. I have to chase more things in order to make this happen, right? The Hanged Man. I thought it was going to teach me everything. It doesn't. It teaches me some basics, but are the basics enough for me to pick up self-study and to get going on this? Yes, absolutely. The Page of Fire. But there's not as much information as I would like. There's not as much sort of a focus as I would need it to be. And it's more of a sort of inspirational kind of thing going through here. But overall, you'll be all right. Overall, you'll be all right to get this done, right? So we're going to assume a yes. We'll go with a little bit of a thumbs up over that. So sort of the next question from that, right? All right. So the next product of that is this over here. All right. If so, after the intern, will this e-commerce be beneficial for me in the future? Let's see. I mean, financially, that's what you're in for, right? I assume you paid for this. So you'd like to get your money back and get some money through here. This, wow, Page of Water. We got a Knight of Air, Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth really kind of settles things down into the area that I would like it to be in, to be honest with you, right? Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but if you look at this, Queen of Earth is talking about making the money, getting the money back, making the finances the way that you would like them to be, right? And the star says your path is laid out for you. That is going to be important. Lisa, thank you for your donation. Lisa, I will read your reading in a dedicated video tomorrow. Look for the dedicated video. It's called Makeup Readings for Saturday. I will get that tomorrow morning for first thing when I wake up. All right. But yeah, the Queen of Earth, you get the money that you need. The star, it lays out the pathway that you need. The pathway that you need to have available. Very good for you. You have a couple of page. You have a Knight. The Knight of Air says that this is a little bit too quick to take it super seriously. Again, self-study is important. It is going to be beneficial for you overall. Page of Water says you do get upset with it a little bit. You get upset. You're like, oh man, I'm a little bit upset. I'm not feeling it. Okay. But just pursue it. Keep going through it, and I think you'll get to the end. You'll get to the end, no problem at all, and I think that's going to be critical for you in the meantime. All right, so overall, it is good for you, looking decent, looking pretty happy with that. B52, he's got the Love Shack. B52, want to know something. Alette, it's been a minute. How you doing? Our B52 wants a single card. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Is a person feeling about me? Ace of Pentacles, let's get something started. Let's not start anything serious, but let's get something started, something rolling. Let's at least get some movement here. That's how they're feeling about you. Let's get a little bit of movement, right? Sarah, you have a good evening as well. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. Hope you have a fantastic tomorrow as well. All right, we got Cinderella is next. Let's see. Cinderella had a couple old questions over there. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Where's Cinderella at? Let's see. Cinderella, hello. Love reading. All right. Cinderella is a love reading and wants to know about the Equinox. Let's see about that. So we got hello, love reading. Let's get all of the Cinderellas going over here with a little bit of the Ciro Marchetti deck. The Ciro Marchetti, everybody loves a good Ciro Marchetti reading. I'm just saying now. I'm just putting it out there. Everybody loves themselves a good Ciro Marchetti deck. All right. You know, where are we going here? Love reading. It's all in your control. It really feels like you're creating your own reality with love right now. You got a little bit of that Emperor feel. It's in your control. It's under your command. You're able to get some things happening, some things done here that you've been waiting to do, right? The 9 says be careful with it. I do think that you don't want to get into a situation where you are feeling frustrated, you're feeling used, like some of the other relations that you could have bumped into before, but that's just something that overall, I think it'll be fun and available for you. You're really in this mode of just creating your own reality. Is that good? I think it is, because you're able to map out. So this is one of those things where you need to map out very, very clearly in your head what I want, who I want and how I want it. And once you have that, you need to very firm that up in your head and focus on creating that, because I do think you have that opportunity. We are sort of in that providing mode. We are getting into that mode. We're putting the pentacles into the bird's nest, and we're really creating things at this point. So get it hyper focused, get it done, and I think you're going to create something that is absolutely magical for you. So there you go. A little bit of another Cinderella reading as well. How will the equinox affect my energies? And then we'll do a Kipper reading. We'll do a Kipper reading for Karima phase 3. Phase 3. How will the equinox affect my energies? It won't. I mean, you know, it won't. You're in that mode where you have that 8. And the 8 is a short term, a quick movement, a rapid movement in a particular direction that doesn't really need you to be there. You just have a lot of temporary emotions, temporary movements, temporary feels here. Just let those flow out. You know what I'm saying? Don't hang on to any of them. Let them flow. Let them go and see where they are going to take you. Because that 4 over here says a lot of them just don't take you in the direction you would like to go. It's good fantasy, it's good feels, but it doesn't take you in the direction you would like to be at the end of the day. Overall, again, you're in that mode of creating your own reality. Create something good for yourself, create something nice for yourself, spoil yourself a little bit, and let that equinox, that creationism take you over and guide you in a direction that you would like to be, right? Guide you in the direction that you would like to be with that. Did y'all say Arvo like your neighbors? I have no idea what that means. I've typed the same question to Paula, accidentally deleted it. I have no idea. Like your neighbors. Do y'all say Arvo like your neighbors? Crafty lady, what are you saying? I have no idea what you're even talking about. Crafty lady, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, let's do Kipper. It is time for Kipper to hit the table. Kipper to hit the table. We're going to give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot. All right, let's see. Becca Boo is back. Welcome. Appreciate hanging out tonight. All right, Becca Boo on the return. All right, we're on the Kipper side. We're going to give it a shot. What actions does he want towards me the most? The most. What action does he want me the most? The mature man. That's interesting. He wants to live up to your expectations. He wants to live up to your expectations. He wants you to appreciate him as that mature man, as that kind of that mature, person, somebody who's not playing games, somebody who's not, who's not wasting your time. They're really kind of looking at that, very focused on that. The distance horizons as well. They want to see you together in a long period of time, a year, 2 years, 5 years. They're focused on that distant horizon right there. That's what action that they want. Talk about the future. Talk about the long-term future. Expectations, again, we're looking at expanding the family, expanding things going through here, and sort of getting this adjudication over here, getting things settled out, getting things hammered out, and not having things on the pending side a little bit too much. There we go. All right. Yeah, Arvo. I don't say anything to my neighbors. My neighbors smoke weed out on the porch the whole day and all night. Even when it's winter time, they'll go out there and smoke the weed all day and all night. So yeah, they just sit out there and smoke the weed all day, all night. So even when like that winter that it was like -10, I went out to just see how cold it was, and I heard them smoking the weed. And so I looked over there, and they were dressed up in like a parka coat with like 5 layers of clothing on them, and they were just standing outside in -10 degrees smoking the weed. So, I don't know. I don't say anything to them. I guess if I needed some weed, I could say something to him. But other than that, I don't really say anything to him. Anyway, all right. The other neighbors are really nice. But yeah, those neighbors, I don't say Arvo. I don't say hi-ho. I don't say anything. But yeah, get a high off their smoke. I don't really want to. I already got some cancer that's just lodged in my lung already. I don't want more. And I don't know why there's cancer in my lung either. because I don't smoke. I've never smoked anyway, but the CT scan indicated I have cancer in my lung or something. So now they got to poke at it and get some. That's some serious smokers. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe I'll meet them on my on my biopsy appointment. Maybe they'll be there too. What actions does he want me the most? All right, we did that. Does he feel our physical intimacy is different or more intense than his previous partners? The main male. He feels like you appreciate him as the main male. He feels like you appreciate him as the main person. Like, you know, like he was worried that you're going to go out and find somebody else. He's worried that he's not going to be the person, the main person in your life. And I think that you've alleviated some of that. You've alleviated some of that there. So they're a little bit excited about that and they like it. Expectation. That's why I hate reading with Kipper. You get the same cards over and over. But yeah, expectation over here. The physical intimacy. There's more expectation of what's going to happen next. What is the next opportunity that we have over here, right? We need more expectations going through here. And the toil and labor over here kind of feels like that they've gone through this cycle of needing this, needing that, pursuing things through there, and they've able to calm it down. They've able to settle it down a little bit, and I think that's going to be something good for both of you in there. All right. Yeah, you know, I don't like Kipper that much. You only have this many cards, and you end up getting the same cards. Maybe I should make an alternate Kipper deck, right? That just has sort of like Kipper, but it has more cards. I mean, nobody would ever order it, nor would they use it, but I can always dream. All right, speaking of dreaming, let's get the dream out here tonight with Edgar Allan Poe over here, and let's make it happen over there. A little bit of Poe. Yeah, smoking the weed, you know? They are smoking that weed. I've never seen anybody that smokes that much weed. I don't know. I guess their whole paycheck is dedicated for weed. Who knows? Well, let's see. Weed can actually fight cancer. Okay. Maybe I should buy some from them or something. I don't know. All right. Oh, entertainment purposes only, you know, that I will not be buying anything from anybody, by the way, in case somebody's watching this. Anyway, all right. Are his feelings of being in love with me intense? Or are they growing at all? You do have an expansion phase here with a lot of pages. It did start out slow. And that's what you see with these pages. We start out slow. You know what I'm saying? We have a little bit of starting out, progressing in here a little bit too slowly. And it is growing because you have that 8 of Swords. There was restrictions from growth. They felt bad about it. They felt like they couldn't grow it as much as they wanted to. But the 10 of Pentacles is back. You seem to have this no matter what deck that you choose. We seem to got it going, right? We seem to got it going. But yeah, you do have that 10 of Pentacles, the expansion from the pages. I couldn't get things going. Have a little bit of a pullback with the restrictions, and now I'm not as restricted. Now I'm able to get things going. Now I'm able to get things moving, and that is going to be great. That is going to be awesome for that. All right. But yeah, let's see in here. All right, how's he viewing me currently? Let's see a little bit of the viewpoint. And then, by the way, Karima, Shari, and Lisa. Tomorrow morning, I will be doing makeup readings, and I will get your readings done tomorrow morning and making it happen. There's only so many hours I can do before my voice dies, and I have like permanent problems with my voice. Anyway, but we'll do. Throw down, go out tonight, or stay home. There you go. Go out tonight or stay home. Let's do a 1-carder on that. Go out and party. 3 of Cups. Go out and party. Okay, there you go. Becca Boo, get out there and make the party happen. All right, there's feelings of being in love. Okay, we did that. How's he viewing me currently? The 7 of Pentacles, he's viewing you as a good investment. You're a good investment. You're reliable. You know what things are going. You know how things are going. You're good at what you do. You're stable, you're loyal, you have all of the qualities they really want. And the Six of Wands, we've seen this too. I think that's something of they're viewing you as supportive. We need that level of support. We need people on our side supporting us, and they understand that you are there for them to support. You are there for them for support. The Six of Cups talks about just sort of being there as far as not only supportive, but emotional support as well. They just know that you're there. They know that things are happening. They know that things are reliable as far as you go. And the Wheel of Fortune, right? You're always going to be there. And that's something that they really view you as. Always going to be there. They're always going to be there. And that's one of the critical pieces. What time tomorrow morning? I have no idea. I'm going to say it'll be before 10 o'clock Central, because that's when I'm going to go eat. So it'll be before 10 o'clock Central. All right. And the last, Karima, final phase before tomorrow. Let's make it happen tonight. All right. With the Mons Tarot. Does he think in his heart that me and him will end up being together after having a home and everything? Well, we have seen a pretty predominant pattern of moving. We got to move. We have to go somewhere. We have to move, and we have to move locations and get different locations. So we've seen that, right? We end up together having a home and everything. I mean, having a new house and stuff. The Six of Wands says, let's take it slow. Let's take it slow. Let's build on what we have. And you've seen this pattern in previous readings where they want to start over. They want to start over, right? I think that's going to be one of the critical things here. They want to start over. They want to get things moving. They want to get things happening over here. But that Six of Wands says, let's start over and let's make it a success. Let's build our foundation the way it needs to be built. Because the Justice card says that there needs to be this level of conditioning. There needs to be this level of, kind of the plans, this level of doing things in a balanced mode and not going to extremes. That's going to be very important. Page of Swords says they haven't really communicated a lot on this because, again, they are kind of that firm, I need exact plans before I communicate it. The Five of Swords says they're afraid of failure. They're already in a failure system. They don't want another failure on their list, and that's something that's going to be difficult to peruse there. Anyway, all right, what are plans towards me right now? And then we are out of here. And we will have the makeup readings tomorrow morning. Whatever's plans towards me right now. The next 2 days are going to dodge you. I'm going to be honest with you. The next 2 days, Sunday and Monday, they're going to dodge you. Again, entertainment purposes only, that Three of Swords. I'm just dodging you. I got other things to deal with. I'm just having to deal with other things right now. That's not something, right? But it feels like that they'll talk to you maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. The Six of Cups. I do need to connect. I need to get a little bit of a connection. I need to get a little bit things over here because the Hermit, I don't want to be alone right now. It almost feels like they're feeling a little bit insecure on Tuesday or Wednesday, and they just want to talk it out, or they just want to kind of hear your voice, or at least kind of connect with you in some way, right? They feel alone. They feel isolated, and that's going to be a problem, right? And you're going to be a little bit defensive to it because it'll be like, where you been? But yeah, just expect Sunday, again, going out on a limb here, entertainment purposes only. Sunday, Monday, don't expect a lot. Tuesday or Wednesday, expect a little bit of a surge of, hey, what's going on? What's going to happen over here? Anyway, thank you for being here. Look for the makeup readings tomorrow, and I appreciate all your very generous donations, and we will talk to you then.